Hello everybody. Today we are not talking about racing. Today is the first day of the World Cup and we have something to build. So without further ado, I say we get right into it. What do you guys think? How's the audio? Everything good? Video, visually everything looks good? What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with it. So hopefully you guys are doing well. If you watched the first match, we will talk about it. We have Braden in here, of course. Matt's here. Darb's here. I'm here. Anthony's here. Voids is here. Time to talk about random stuff because I don't know much soccer. Well, don't you worry. We will talk about random stuff. Oh no, I'm dropping frames. The camera is freezing. No way. Let's see. What's your favorite Lego? Hold on. Let's see. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Buffering. It says buffering. Alright, let me see. We've dropped a lot of frames here. Meat first, then soccer. Yes. Absolutely, Steph. Everything looks good, and I only saw the score of the first game. Yes, only one game has been played so far. Man, we're dropping lots of frames. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Okay, we're back. Alright, the error message went away. Looks like we're okay. Alright, looks good. Okay. My favorite Lego, I don't know. This one might become my favorite Lego. We'll have to see. I have a lot. Mostly Star Wars Legos, but do I think I will finish it on stream? I don't think about, maybe not one stream. We might have to do two. How many bags do we have? So there's number 2. Soccer Dad is in the house. Thank you guys for all being here, hanging out. A little bit of a different stream, of course, than we're normally used to on the channel. Alright. Set that to the side, set that to the side. Here's bag number 1. You know what? We'll set all these to the side. Oh yeah, Pavine, hello. Good to see you. Thank you guys for joining. So it looks like we have at least 20 bags. Let me get them all organized up. So there's 19, 16, 17. We're looking for 18. There's 15. One full day into summer vacation. Nice. Summer vacation. Alright, so there's 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Okay. Then we'll look for 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. We are ready. Buckle up, everybody. Grab a snack. Vote on the poll. It's time to go. We'll slide that to the side 1 second. We'll take a look at our instructions here. This nicely packaged bag tells us how to open them. I plan on making this a time-lapse video for people after the fact. So Hotter in Nashville. Yeah, I went outside today for a walk with the family. It was hot here too, and I was not a fan. All right, nothing else in there. FIFA World Cup Lego, and we're just gonna hop right into it. All right, so how should we do this? We'll start with bag 1. How's the stream look to you guys? Oh, we're getting an error message again. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? Hopefully the stream's not too bad for you guys. I just tried refreshing the stream. OBS disconnected. OBS reconnected. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. I'm really disappointed because I was very much looking forward to this stream. Alright, so we'll start with our person. We have a lady and a guy. We're gonna build as the guy keeps pausing. Alright, so we're gonna put the head in like that. We're gonna put the body on like that. Sound cut out. Man, that's disappointing because I was really looking forward to this stream. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't changed any settings. I haven't done anything else. Let me pause it really quick. Let me pause it really quick and see if we can solve this issue. Okay, so I just checked and I have audio here. I can see my audio bar moving. I just checked on my stream. Try refreshing the stream, I guess. That's gonna be my only suggestion. Because it seems to be fine now. Seems like we had a little bit of a blip in the internet. But I just checked on my end and it seems okay. So if you can't hear, well, I don't know how you would hear me. Try refreshing the stream. Alright, so we got this. It's working. Okay, cool. It's all good. Okay, alright, sorry guys. I was super excited about this stream. I don't want it to go bad. So we have a little tiny World Cup replica trophy. Are you serious, camera? YouTube bugged. Yeah, I think YouTube has been having a ton of issues lately. Okay. I'm gonna go to the intro screen for 1 second to try and fix the camera. I'm a little frustrated. Just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna go to the intro stream. Man, I'm frustrated. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let me... Okay. All right. Let me just go to this really quick. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm a little annoyed, but it looks like the camera's focusing now, and hopefully the audio and everything is fixed from that standpoint. So we have a little trophy, and we have our friend here. Okay. So how are you guys doing? Is everything okay on your end now? Everything look okay? Everything sound okay? We're just gonna try and get through this. The goal is to try and achieve building this entire thing in one stream. We have a hard cutoff at 10 p.m. because that's when the next match is for the day. We have already seen Mexico and South Africa play, and that game was a weird one. So I guess if you guys have watched or haven't watched and are like going to watch it and don't want spoilers, this is not the stream for you, I suppose. Lego competitions? No, I never did Lego competitions. Actually, I think I did one once, and I was kind of too young to really comprehend it. So I don't really remember it a ton, and I think I just copied my cousin's design, if I remember. Everything is good. The stream will be me and my friend. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad it's working fine now. I hate that I was having issues off the start. Hopefully it'll be better. Hopefully you guys are doing well also. Having a good day. And yes, Darb, the first game was strange. So again, if you guys don't want to hear me talk about the game, leave the stream. I don't want to say that, but if you don't care, we're going to talk about them. First things first, Mexico played South Africa, and yes, it was a strange first game. There were more red cards in that game than there were goals scored, and it just felt like the opening ceremonies and everything, that was all fine. I like the graphics package that Fox has for this tournament. It looks good. The audio was good. The main thing that I didn't like was the hydration break. We all know why they do the hydration break. It's for more advertisements, more commercials, and I'm not a fan of that. So yeah, we saw that. Cool, Noah, good to see you. Welcome in. If you haven't, vote on the poll. If you don't even like soccer or have never watched a World Cup, just take a guess. Any of them could have been your favorite. You don't know. But yeah, I was very disappointed. Not surprised, but disappointed with the commercial breaks that are taking place during the hydration breaks. Not a fan of that at all. Not a fan of that at all. So one of my biggest issues with that is the fact that they came back from commercial and play had already resumed. That's a problem. They need to solve that going forward. Who do you think's winning tonight? I personally want to see Czechia, the Czech Republic. I want to see them win. A couple West Ham players, former West Ham player on the team. So I would like to see those guys get the dub tonight. Rowdy, good to see you. Welcome into the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. You have joined after we had some audio and visual glitches, but hopefully that has been solved and we are done with those. One of the unique things about soccer is lack of commercials. Now they're running along with VAR. Yeah, well, VAR, yes, VAR is annoying. Charity, just take a guess. Whichever one you feel that you think you might have liked, just vote on that. Yeah, the natural flow of the game is disrupted, and I don't like it. VAR has done that as well. It has disrupted the natural flow of the game, and that's been frustrating over the past few years since it's been implemented. But again, I'm not entirely surprised why they did it. More money, more advertising, all that kind of thing. So yeah, it is pretty disappointing, but it's kind of where we are nowadays, unfortunately. I am building the trophy, so you missed the first couple minutes of the stream. We are building the World Cup trophy. Here's the little tiny one. But yes, this is the 2026 FIFA World Cup trophy Lego build. Something a little different than my normal racing streams, normal NASCAR streams. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Where's Ellie? I don't know. I jumped on his stream the other day and saw him. That's cool. So there's the first part done. Our guy with the 2026. Oh, I didn't even notice while building it, but do you see what we have here? This is a little field. These are the goals. I like it. I like it. Board Diecast, hello, welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. If you guys are just joining now, you already missed the technical difficulties that we dealt with off the rip, so hopefully the stream goes nice and smoothly for the rest of it. I have a hard cutoff at 10 because that's when the next match is. Czechia plays South Korea, and I'm hoping for a Czechia win because there are some West Ham players that are on that team. West Ham and former West Ham players. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully you're here to hang out, have a good time, talk a little bit of FIFA, a little bit of soccer, football as it's known in other parts of the world. Who do I think is going to win the World Cup? My heart wants the U.S. I really want to see the U.S. win it. My mind honestly kind of says Argentina might go back-to-back. They look pretty good. They have a pretty solid squad, and it's not just Messi dependent. And that's what I like about Argentina is they're not just focused solely on having Messi. They seem to have a really solid squad of players not named Messi. So yeah, I'm thinking Argentina might go back to back for the first time in a lot of years. I don't know when the last time a team won the World Cup 2 consecutive years in a row. Where do I watch the World Cup? Yeah, if Cape Verde won, that would be wild. That would be underdogs of all underdogs. I watched the first match from home today. I intend on watching quite a few matches from home, and then we are going to be going out to LA to see the United States play in person, and I'm 50-50 on looking forward to it. I'm not excited for all the logistics, but I'm excited to see the US play in person for the World Cup on home soil. You'd like to see Brazil win? Yeah, I'm mixed on some teams. I know that I would not want to see a few specific teams win just because I don't like some players from like the Premier League or from other leagues. But yeah, there's a lot of teams that I wouldn't mind seeing win it. Is it on Fox? Yes, it is on Fox. Oh, that's where. Okay, yes, it's on Fox and the Fox network. So today's first match was on Fox Channel 8, the big Fox, and then tonight's match is on Fox Sports 1. I know who Messi and Ronaldo are. Other than that, I don't know much about the World Cup. Well, it's a great time to learn. There's a lot to know. I can't give you all of the knowledge here, but it's a very fun tournament, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So plenty of fun teams Oh, we gotta make 4. Okay, we're making 4 of these. To dream the impossible dream. Yeah, the song was pretty good. Okay, so the opening ceremonies were all right. I do like how they have all of the... Well, I think this was just like the main opening ceremony. They're not going to do it for every game. But they had the flags of all of the nations, and they brought all of those out. Now, I do know they're going to be doing an opening ceremony tomorrow with Canada and the United States. So, you know, that'll be good. It's kind of, again, it's unique because this is the first time that the tournament's had 3 hosts. Again, not terribly keen on that, but you know, the United States could have easily hosted this by itself, no doubt about it. But the fact that, you know, FIFA, corruption, all that kind of fun stuff is a thing, not entirely surprised why we're having a multi-host World Cup. But could you turn down the music? Dad's complaining about it. I mean, yeah, I could turn down the music a little bit. Gotta go because my iPad is about to... Oh, well, see you later. I'm glad that you were here for a little bit. Italy, 34, 38, Brazil. Okay, so that was a while ago. All right, here, I'll turn the music down just a little bit. All right, hopefully that's better. I'm also a little further away from my microphone because I raised the camera up and kind of gave us a different, because I needed a little bit more space for this for us to build this. So, and like I said, I have a hard cut at 10 o'clock because the next match begins, and I really want to be seeing that. So as soon as 10 o'clock rolls around, we're going to be done. But if we don't get this finished, we'll be back on Sunday to finish it up, and then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled NASCAR streams next week, probably. I don't really plan on talking about NASCAR today. I haven't put any thought into it at all. I've been mainly focused on the World Cup. So, yeah, the first match today, opening ceremonies were good. The songs were okay. I kind of liked them. But, yeah, it was a good first match in the sense that it was fun. Everybody was hyped up for it, but it was a weird one. Multiple red cards, 2 goals. Really, South Africa did not look good at all. Mexico, honestly, they didn't look great either. But South Africa just looked terrible. So I'm very excited to see what happens in the second match tonight because Czechia, whoever wins this match has a pretty decent shot at winning the group. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Who's the favorite to win the World Cup? I don't know anything about it. France is probably up there. Argentina, England, Brazil, Spain. You know, your normal big countries, big nations. I don't really know. Like, if you're asking specifically the odds of each team, I have no idea. Or what the bookies say, I don't know. But what I can tell you is most of the bigger teams have pretty solid squads. I was looking at most of the lineups, and a lot of them are really, really good. A lot of really good quality players. So it's going to be a tough one. Whoever wins this tournament is going to be pretty deserving. It's going to be hard to win. So I'm very much looking forward to this. So South Africa's jersey looked a lot like Brazil's. Yeah, I liked the all yellow. I was a fan of that. I think if they had like blue shorts, they would have absolutely been like Brazil's, but yeah, I did like the all yellow that they had. And they looked bad though from an actual soccer standpoint. Like, they did not play well at all. But again, Mexico, they honestly didn't really impress all that much. Mexico, for being at home, playing in front of their fans, I don't know if it was nerves, I don't know what it was, but it was not a It was not a route that it probably should have been. But again, they win. They get the 3 points. They go to the top of the group. They put the pressure now on the other teams in the group. So South Korea and Czechia, they play tonight in about an hour and a half, which I will be leaving the stream at that point in time to go watch. So we have until then to get as far as we can on this Lego build, and then I'm gonna go watch, and maybe we'll be back Sunday probably to finish it up, because I don't think we're gonna be going and getting this whole thing done tonight. I'd have to go speed build, and I'm not really trying to speed build it, but we're just trying to put it together quick-ish. Matt Makes Things is back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are excited. I know some of you don't watch soccer, some of you do. What I intend on doing after this live stream is all done is I'm going to make a time-lapse build of this, and I'll probably just post it on the channel in case people want to watch that. Look at this. Oh, that is so cool. So you have all of the World Cup champions on here. Well, that's interesting. It only goes up to, oh wait, 2006, 2010, 2014, 18. So it only goes back to 1974. That's interesting. But that goes on the bottom here. I wonder if the real trophy is like that. That's interesting. We're already into bag 3, so we're making decent time. I got an award at school's end of year due to being streamer for all 3 days. Got a ticket that gives me free admission to everything. Whoa, that's cool. Well, congratulations on that, Matt. That's exciting. That's pretty neat. Everybody throw some confetti up in the chat for Matt. That's pretty cool. I thought 10 p.m. was late, but I live on the west side of the U.S., so it's 7 p.m. Yeah, so for us on the East Coast, it'll be 10 p.m., and then for you guys, it'll be 7 p.m. So it's not too bad. I am off from work tomorrow, so I'm not really complaining about it because I don't have to get up early. But tomorrow's the big one. The U.S. plays Paraguay tomorrow. That's the big one. And I am excited about that. That match between Spain and Netherlands in 2010 was absolute cinema. Yes, the final, right? Yeah, if you haven't, thanks for reminding me, Board Diecast. If you haven't, go vote on the poll. I don't know. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. Might watch the U.S. game. Absolutely. So I have my U.S. Warm-up hoodie on. Go support the boys in blue, the Stars and Stripes tomorrow. Well, I don't know if they're going to be wearing blue. They're probably going to be wearing the red and white, the Stripes jersey. Absolutely. Tune in, watch the game, support the boys. I'm excited. I don't know. I'm feeling optimistic. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm feeling optimistic. So yeah, I'm not too nervous about it. I think they're gonna be good. Yep, final game I still remember. So my favorite, my wife and I were talking about this earlier today, and I think my favorite game that I personally remember watching was 2014. It was Brazil versus Germany in the semifinals, and Brazil was hosting the World Cup. It was super hyped up. Everybody was excited. And then the Germans came to town and absolutely stomped the heck out of the Brazilians. And we were watching that game from Walt Disney World. We were in Epcot. And it was funny because the place was packed out with Brazilians. And when we got in there, and I was silently hoping for a German victory, and I was sitting in the back, and the whole place was yellow. And the national anthems played. All the Brazilians were up, loud, singing, prideful for their country, which I totally get. I understand it. And then Germany scored. And then Germany scored again. And then Germany scored again, and again, and again, and just shredded the Brazilian defense time after time after time. And it was interesting because the Brazilians slowly started leaving, and all the Germans slowly started showing up, and it basically turned into like an Oktoberfest after that. So yeah, it was that was probably my favorite one to watch, like at a watch party or anything like that. Obviously the 2022 final was great with Argentina winning it. I was very happy with that. Messi finally getting his World Cup. But yeah, the Spain-Netherlands one where Iniesta scores in the 113th minute. 2014 with Mario Götze scoring in the 117th minute, or 16th? I think it was 116th minute. That one was awesome as well. So yeah, there have been some great World Cups. Great matches. Oop, we missed a step. It's no wonder why that looks wrong. Took over a day, but my custom diecast got 10 views. Well, that's good, Rowdy. Nice. I'm sure you're excited about that. It's a stepping stone. You know, now you get 10, then it'll be 11, then 12, and they'll slowly tick up. Last time was the 3rd of September. She passed on that. But on that day, celebrated. Whoa, 50. That's a long time. I had to make it fit the character count. Oh, all good. 50th. I think my grandparents are well past 50 also. They might honestly be past 60. All right, Charity. So, good question. Great question. I also was a referee. I have my referee license, so I could speak on that. Basically, a warning and then an ejection. So, if you get a yellow card, it's for... it could be for a bad tackle. It could be for wasting time. It could be for dissent, against the referee or something like that. Again, a hard foul could be the reason. So that would be a yellow card. And then a red card would be something like serious foul play, like Luis Suarez in 2010, I think it was. He bit a player. I would not recommend doing that. That was a straight red card. Zinedine Zidane in 2006 headbutted somebody. That was a straight red card. I'm trying to think. There was another one where a guy went studs up, cleat first into the chest of another player. So dangerous play. There were red cards today. Denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. A red card is equivalent to a black flag. Sort of, yeah. In baseball, yellow cards aren't a thing. Umps just have red cards. So think of it like in basketball terms. It's like a technical foul, I think. And then a second technical gets you ejected, I think, in basketball, right? Or do I have that incorrect? I think that's how it works. One technical gets you in trouble, and then a second technical gets you ejected. Yeah, Neymar, the guy went, I think he kneed him in the back. But yeah, so you can play the rest of the game on a yellow card and not receive another one. You can still commit fouls even though you're on a yellow card and be fine. But it's just, you have to tread a little bit carefully with being on a yellow already. A second yellow is a sending off, and then your team has to play down a man for the rest of the match. So there were 3 red cards in the first match today, which is very, very uncommon, honestly. Like, it's pretty rare that you get 1 red card, let alone 3 in one match. So, yeah, the first match today was wild. If you didn't watch it, I very much recommend going and checking out the highlights. I know in baseball 5 fouls. Well, that's definite. That's not a that's not a professional baseball rule. That's definitely like a youth league sense or a youth league rule or something like that. But yes, 3 red cards in the first game is crazy. I was blown away. So the first one, he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. That was pretty obvious. No real argument for me there. The second one where he smacked the other player in the head, I mean, that's violent conduct. I totally understand that one. That one, you don't really get much argument from me either. It was off the ball. It was a non-soccer play. The third one, honestly, also, I pretty well agree with. I am only a NASCAR and a little bit of football fan. Go Ducks. I think my brother-in-law likes the Oregon Ducks or something. I don't know. I don't like football. But, yeah, the second red card, it made sense. He didn't make an attempt at the ball. If he does not get in the way of the attacker, he is one touch away from being one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So I do think it was the right call. Landon Donovan and Ian Dark were kind of like in disagreement with the call, which I can understand their point of view, but at the same time, I do think it was a red card. I do think it was. So, yeah, but still, three in the first half was something, or 3 in the first game was something I thought I'd never see. Just 3 in general in one match is pretty rare. And they were all kind of different. I mean, the 2 goal scoring ones were pretty similar, but yeah, it was solid first match. Not great, but solid. Like I said, Mexico at home, they absolutely should have won the match. South Africa did not look good. They did not look good. The absolute funniest part of the match was the referee making the announcement on the second red card, the violent conduct one, where the player smacked the other player in the head or hit him in the head. That one, there's the videos of the referee announcing it to the crowd, and then the South African players looking at the referee like totally clueless. Was so funny. Again, if you haven't seen that, go check out the highlights from the match. I'm sure they'll play it, or look it up on Twitter or Instagram or wherever you guys look stuff up, because it's one of the funniest things. Just the way that the camera pans to their faces is so funny. Oh no, I'm missing a piece. There it is. But yeah, definitely go check that out if you guys have time. You could do it now, you could do it after the stream, doesn't matter to me. But it was so funny the way that the camera panned to their faces and they were like baffled at the decision. I think mostly because his English speaking was not very good. Bro struggled to get the words out. And I understand it. If it's not your first language, that's totally fair. But it was just funny. It was the whole situation cracked me up. VAR honestly didn't play that big of a role in the match. I wasn't too upset with it. Yeah, he was. He was like, huh? Yeah, it was so funny. It was so funny. I mean, I do understand it because like the way that he was speaking was very difficult to understand. But yeah, you know, like the Oregon Ducks, we are Penn State. Okay. Listen, you guys can talk about that kind of football all you want. I am not going to say a single thing about it because I don't like it. But yeah, we'll talk about the real football here. International. I'm really looking forward to it. One of the things I do want to say is I really enjoyed the Fox coverage. So Fox has been atrocious, absolutely abysmal as far as NASCAR goes. So far in this tournament, Fox has been very good from the start. And I don't say that lightly. Whoops. Because again, Fox's NASCAR coverage has been terrible. But so far, they've been really good in their coverage for day one of this tournament. So I'm pretty pleased with how day one has gone. I'm very much looking forward to tonight's match. And yeah, it's just I like the World Cup because it brings everybody together, so to speak. I mean, not everybody gets along all the time everywhere, and that's pretty apparent. I mean, heck, even FIFA has had their corruption issues, but oh, true. That's a very good point. The only thing, yes, the only thing so far, and it's really not Fox's fault that they even have the hydration. Well, it might be that they have the hydration breaks, but yes, you're right about that. The one thing, yes, that I will say that has been a problem is they have come back from the hydration break and play has already resumed. That's a problem. Diecast driven. Yeah, it's not diecast driven today. It's Lego driven. I should have changed my logo. Mr. Bunnington. Yo, I'm currently building the bonsai tree. Nice. Yeah, so this is, clearly not something we normally do on the channel. Normally we work on diecast cars, but the World Cup started today, which I'm very excited about. And then I got this Lego for my birthday and absolutely wanted to build it. So I figured, why not do it on stream? Hang out with you guys, talk about the World Cup, enjoy each other's company. So, yes, I'm excited. It's a good day. The first game was all right. It was fine. Very strange. One of the strangest games in general that I've ever seen. But overall, pretty good. So we have the FIFA World Cup logo. Nice. We'll snap this into place just like that. And we are moving. Like I said before, I have a hard stop at 10 p.m. because the second match is on. And I will be cheering on Czechia. A few of my West Ham boys are on the team, current and former. And I want to see them win that group. 15 viewers. Nice. Well, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Again, it's a little bit of a different stream than we normally do around here, but I always support or appreciate the support. You guys are what makes it fun, of course. So thank you guys for being here. I know some of you in the chat are talking about football, like the fake football, but it's all right. It's all right. So we're going to make 3 of these. Oregon this season made, yeah, I'm not. I'll just let you guys discuss that kind of football because I am not going to talk about that at all because I know nothing about it. Why talk about something that I know nothing about? I wish a lot more people had that mentality. Penn State. Yeah, so you guys are talking about stuff that I know nothing about. As far as tomorrow goes, the U.S. playing Paraguay, I can't remember. I think the first game of the day is probably Canada. That would make sense, as they're the other host nation. But I don't know. I haven't really looked into that. What I do know is the U.S. plays at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Definitely, if you guys have any plans to do so, go check that out. I will be laser focused on that match. U.S. Paraguay. I'm hoping for a win. I'm hoping. My heart says 2-0. My heart says 2-0 to the U.S. to the red, white, and blue. I'm hoping that's the case. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I think they have the talent. They did play Paraguay in a friendly couple. Was it last year? It might have been last year. Or was it earlier this year? I think it was last year. They also played Australia in a friendly. Everyone thinks I'm a NASCAR nerd. Oh yeah, I definitely was called a NASCAR nerd too. I know way too much about NASCAR. First game tomorrow is Canada, according to Canada, Bosnia. Yeah, as far as that one goes, like, I don't really care too much. I would, from an underdog standpoint, it would be cool to see Bosnia and Herzegovina win. Wait, Anthony, Ryan, where's Bosnian? Is he there? Did he travel to the World Cup? He should be on the stream. We should be talking about Bosnia and Herzegovina for him because they play tomorrow. I knew they played. I knew they made the World Cup. I just didn't know when they played. But apparently they play Canada tomorrow in the first match. Probably, what, is it another 3 o'clock match or is it later in the day? Because I know the United States is the prime time game. He and you had a falling. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. That's unfortunate. Hopefully you guys can mend that and solve whatever the situation was. Whoops. I do not know how football works. I know how football works. I just don't like it. I know I played football. I was a kicker. I just don't like football. I see it in restaurants. Yeah. Charity makes football NASCAR. Yeah, see, I'm NASCAR and soccer. That's all I need. So we're about an hour in and we're making good progress-ish. You're getting a storm. Yeah, I think it was supposed to sort of storm around here too, but not too bad. It's not storming now, or at least it wasn't when I came down here, so I can't imagine that's why we were having stream problems or internet problems earlier. This thing's gonna be heavy though. I'm looking forward to getting the entire thing built. Obviously, of course, but it's gonna be a heavy Lego. Wind's whipping up. Glue? Gulp? Well, I'm not gonna glue it together. I don't think I've ever actually glued a Lego together. I like to be able to take them apart if I need to, which I don't really ever need to all that much, but just having the option to do so is nice. What's your longest kick or field goal? Well, in practice, I don't know, pretty long, but in the game, 43 yards was a recorded field goal during a game. And then kickoffs, I would do mostly like through the end zone on turf and then to the end zone-ish on grass. So it was a good mixture. It was fun. I liked kicking. It was it was pretty low stress, high accolade, high praise. We didn't kick a whole lot of field goals in high school, so that's probably what helped it be not that stressful. But yeah, it was fun. We got treated we got treated pretty well by the team, by the coaches, and even by the other players, honestly. Because the first time we showed up to practice and kicked a ball like, I don't know, 40 yards or 50 yards or whatever, all of the other players' jaws dropped. They're like, whoa, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, it's not that hard to do. I thought you should know I felt very close to God today because of... Nice. Well, very good. I know you've been on your journey, so I hope that continues to go well. And again, we've talked about this. It's a very long process, and you're never going to figure it all out. So it has its ups and downs, and its goods and its bads. So it's you'll have days like today, and then you'll have days where you're like, God, where are you? So I'm sure you'll figure that out, but yeah, it's a very I don't know, it's a really hard thing to describe or to explain. But it makes sense. You'll figure it out. You seem like a smart kid. Kicking. Nice. We're making great progress. Bag 5. So at this rate, we're an hour in. We'll get halfway done. We'll get halfway done tonight, and then the other half we can get on Sunday. I will admit I do struggle trying to get close to my learn just. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not easy. It's a difficult. I always say it like this: Christianity is the easiest, most difficult thing you'll ever do in your life, because it is simple, right? You just have to believe in Jesus and you're saved. And it sounds simple in principle, and it really is, because I mean, we could get into the historicity of Jesus and all of the non-biblical texts that confirm his existence as a human being, not even God, but just, you know, as a human. There's tons of extra biblical and biblical evidence of that. But aside from all of that, I mean, yes, it's a difficult thing for us to do. Have you ever? I have seen Kicking and Screaming. It's a great movie. I'm a Christian. Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, it's the easiest, most difficult thing you'll ever do in your life, because every single day we fall short, right? There are things we don't do that we should do, and things that we shouldn't do that we do. It's hard to explain, but if you are a Christian, you definitely understand it. And I think Paul talks about that when he says there are things that I don't. I'm basically saying what he said, paraphrasing, of course. But yeah, so it's difficult, but it's very rewarding, of course, obviously for eternity. But everyone does, or as long as you get back in that train. Yeah, exactly. It's a journey for sure. It's a lifelong journey. You will not have all the answers now. You will not have all the answers in the end, but it will ultimately end up good once everything is said and done. So yeah, just keep your head up and keep striving to be better and draw closer every single day. And again, it's hard. It's going to be difficult. So I'm not here to sugarcoat it. But that's good. I hope that you guys continue on each and every one of your individual journeys through this very challenging life, this very interesting thing we call life. It can be very good, and it can also be very bad. So it's a tough thing It's a tough thing to navigate. But I think it is easier to navigate knowing that in the end, right, everything will be good. I think that makes it much easier. Whoops. We did this a little wrong here. There we go. Yes, we have a good community. I like it. I like everybody and what we've been able to build here. So that locks us in vertically. For my confirmation class, our pastor is talking in class 2, who's grade below me, Jewish synagogue. See what Jewish are. Yeah, so the interesting thing about the Jews is that they don't believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and that's kind of problematic, especially if you're a Christian. But they also believe in all of the Old Testament things that we do as well, right? Like, so Christians believe that the Old Testament, obviously, is correct, but then God just decided to finish the Old Testament with bringing Jesus into the planet himself, God. So, yes, there are some people are Messianic Jews, where they are Jewish by like what's it called, heritage. I can't think of the word. But then they also accept Jesus as God, as the Lord. So that is good, obviously, of course. But yes, all things are possible. Now, I can't be taking scripture out of context, but yes, that is true. That is true. So, yeah, it's like I said. It's a very difficult thing, but in the end, it's the best decision that you'll ever make. It's not going to be easy. Life's not going to be perfect, but it will be the best decision that you ever make. God will lead you in very cool places, and when you're ever down, he'll pull you out of whatever situation you're in. So, yeah, it's good. It's really good. There's not much more I can add other than just continue to draw closer every single day. And again, we all fall short, so I'm not going to tell you I'm perfect, because I'm definitely not. Nobody is. If anybody tells you they're perfect, they're lying. They're lying, because nobody is perfect. Storm didn't hit us, happened in lightning, gust of wind. Well, that's good. Storm avoided you. Very nice. That works out pretty good for you. Then hopefully your internet stays on, your power stays on, and we can finish this stream together. Who do you guys have in the second match today? Czechia or South Korea? I still don't know. If I like calling them Czechia. I like the Czech Republic, but they want to be called Czechia. It's just like Turkey. I don't really like calling Turkey Turkey or Turkia or whatever, but yeah. Get it, Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana. Oh, man. Nobody's perfect. She's a pretty good example of what not to do. That's for sure. But again, she was part of that, like, Disney child acting thing, so there might have been some shenanigans going on, but we don't want to... I'm not getting into that here. Czechia. Yeah, I want them to win, too. I want them to win because of Thomas Souček and Vladimir Sufal. 2 West Ham players, 1 current, 1 former. I would like to see those guys get the dub. And then, honestly, their next game is against South Africa, so hopefully they can also get 3 points against those guys, be sitting on 6, and likely through to the next round, regardless of what position they finish in that table, whether it's third, whether it's second, first, 6 points probably be enough to get you through to the next round, hopefully. But we are making some great progress on this thing. If you guys haven't, go ahead and vote on the poll. Definitely hit the like button. I always forget to ask that. I don't like asking, but hit the like button if you're enjoying this stream. If you're having fun while we build. Because I'm having fun. We're having good conversations. The stream finally figured itself out. Best hinge ever. God. Yes. Hey, we talk about all of the important things on this channel, okay? I also don't know why they... Well, I guess if you jumble all the pieces up, but... I don't really know why they put that in there, because it's only those parts that are in the bag. Now that I think about it, I probably should have done like a little bit of a different camera angle. Maybe from the side or from the back or something over the shoulder. But this is fine. Like I said, I plan on turning this into a full video on the channel, just doing it just doing a time lapse. As a Puerto Rican, every time I hear something related to storming when Hurricane Maria absolutely destroys Torrance House. 4 months without electricity. That's crazy. That's so hard to believe. Like, yeah, I'll be honest, as I guess as an American, we get frustrated when our electricity is out for like 40 minutes. So, yeah, 4 months is wild. 2017. Man, 2017 feels like a lifetime ago. How tall is it? I don't know how tall it's supposed to be. I think it's over a foot, or it might be around a foot. Something like that. Because right now, I mean, well, probably over a foot, I'm guessing. Because right now this is about probably 10 inches tall. But I'm looking forward to it. We'll get this thing done more than likely on Sunday. I don't think we're going to get it done today because we've got an hour left. Like I said, hard stop at 10 p.m. because the next match is on and I'm going to be watching that. Of course, of course. So again, thank you guys for joining. Thank you all for hanging out this fine Thursday. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday evening. So let's see, we got it this way. So yeah, we got that. Like that. It is going to be cool looking. What did I miss? I missed something with all of these. Did I miss something? I miss something? The Lego set. Oh yeah, I missed it right here. So we're gonna put that on like that. Okay. Yeah. I was like, why do I have all these leftover pieces? That's okay. That didn't hurt us too bad. 3, 4. And then 5, 6. Yep, that makes sense. 2017 I was fine. I'm going to start school and now I'm starting last part of high school. Jeez. That's crazy. Like 2017 I was in college. All right. So we did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. Nope, wait a minute. We skipped a page. Bag 6. I don't know how you talk, read chats, and build that fast. Listen, I built a lot of Legos as a kid, okay? I have a lot of Legos. I actually thought about doing a second channel where we just build Legos. But I don't know. How old am I? I am now 30. I just turned 30 this year. The big 30. and looking at instructions. I'm telling you, I built a lot of Legos when I was a kid. That set me on this path of engineering and problem solving and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, tons and tons of Lego sets that I had growing up. Mostly Star Wars Lego. I love my Star Wars Legos. I still have them all. They're at my parents' house. One day I'd like to get them all here at some point, but I'm still kind of going through them and organizing them and everything. So yeah, it's a process. But eventually I'd like to get them all here and get them all organized. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. There were areas where electricity a year after the hurricane. See, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but maybe you'll like. It's 2017. Like, I feel like we're advanced enough as a society, as multiple societies, that we can solve the problems pretty quickly. Like, quicker than a year, but I don't know. Probably my guess is bureaucracy held it up and all that kind of stupid stuff. Politics. That probably held it all up. That would be my guess. Which that doesn't surprise me. Your dad's double my age. That's funny. Yes, I have. That question was already asked, actually, in this chat. Yes, I have seen Kicking and Screaming. One of the great soccer movies. Not great from like an actual soccer standpoint, but it's a solid comedy. It's like the Talladega Nights of soccer. I don't think it hurts soccer a ton.